Hey y'all, in today's video we're going to be talking about negative keywords because negative keywords, they really are the number one thing that long term is going to kill a Google Ads campaign, or it's going to cause it to wildly succeed. It's one of the areas that I see one of the biggest mistakes being made in how agencies or advertisers are using and not using negative keywords. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how to add negative keywords to all your campaigns in Google Ads. I'll show you the difference between the campaign level, the account level, and I got a real special bonus for you at the end where I've got some seed keywords that you can immediately be able to put right into your campaigns at the get-go. That's going to save you a lot of time and trouble. Hey everyone, I'm Richard Cruz, and my agency, WSI Priority Media, we run Google Ads and we're testing new things every single day. We're discovering those things that work and that don't work. And so in these videos, I create them just to give you tips, ideas, and strategies so that you can scale your business better, stronger, and faster with Google Ads. How's that sound? Better, stronger, faster. I stole that from, I'm aging myself. There's an old movie called The $6 Million Man, and I remember them saying better, stronger, faster. So that stuck with me. So understand negative keywords, and you're going to be able to run your campaigns better, stronger, faster. I can assure you of that. So let's jump into it and let's talk about how to add negative keywords to Google Ads campaigns and how to be able to add negative keywords into account levels and the differences thereof. So the negative keyword lists, they benefit you in helping you manage your campaigns across the board more efficiently. You can add 5,000 negative keywords per list. And so a huge mistake that I see is people running negative keywords at the campaign level. And it can be a little bit confusing in Google Ads if you don't know where to go to be able to change it all over to the account level. There's some examples of accounts where you would run a different negative keyword list at the campaign level, but we rarely see that. For the most part, you can really run all of your negative keywords at the account level, and if it applies across the board company-wise, account-wise, that's where you want to be doing it, not down at the campaign level. So I'm going to show you both either way, just in case you have a special need where you need to be running it at the campaign level. So let me jump into there and let me show you what to do at the campaign level. So this is a test account. It doesn't have any data at all, but as I run through this test account here, what I do is I will come down here to keywords, and under keywords, negative, or search negative keywords, and then hit the plus button. Either plus button will work, and in this case here, this plus button, and then so you can see it says negative keywords, or you can put a list in there, one per line, and it gives you the option of put it in down to the ad group. Now, I'm telling you, don't run them at the campaign level, and here Google's saying, hey, do you want to go down to the ad group and put them in there? You're going to work so much harder trying to manage them at most levels, where if the most common sense place is going to be at the account level, run it at the account level. So here is where you are going to select the campaign and you're going to bring your negative keywords. You can type them in one at a time, or you can go ahead and paste them. I'm going to now switch over and show you how to get to the account level. It's not as intuitive. They put this here right in front of you, but here you need to go to the good old wrench bar, and then you're going to go down into the shared library, and you go into the negative keywords list here. This allows us to be able to inject it into the account level and manage it there. So you're going to give it the test name. So I'm just going to put ABC negative. Right? And so now I'm going to go ahead and add my keywords. And I told you as a special bonus, I'm going to give you a list of the most common keywords, the ones that we use in our campaign. This is a spreadsheet. This is our negative keywords universal list. And we use this in our own campaigns in our agency. When we'll turn on a campaign, we'll pull up this data right here, and it gives you a set of, geez, I don't know how many. Let me scroll as fast as I can on my good old trackpad here. and see how many. I've got about 873 negative keywords, and they're built into different segments here. It's already all just pretty much just done for you, and you can breeze through this here, and a lot of the words that most advertisers don't want, unless you're like the bottom barrel looking for the cheapest, which if you are, it's probably going to be really difficult for you to be able to get a decent ROI on Google Ads. You usually need margins, but if you are looking for cheap, then you don't need that. But if you aren't, then you want that. And then there's some other really great keywords that you can do on there. It's got B2B sections that you can utilize in there, and then it's got B2B tech items that you can do. Weed out job seekers. That's a huge one, for example, right? Employment. So if you are, say, for example, a plastic surgeon, and you've got plastic surgeon, as one of your core keywords, but plastic surgeon employment, plastic surgeon hiring, you could burn up a lot of ad spend that way, especially because the keywords are so expensive, the cost per click at that level. You do not want to be burning those up. So you can just download it for free. There's no email required or no password required. Just click it, open it, save it. And so what you'll do is, say, for example, I'm going to take this right here, and I can just copy the ones that I want. And so I'll just copy this section here, and I come back to the account, and I just paste, and then I save, and then there is the negative keywords. Now, when you're managing the account, you want to make sure that you're coming into your search keywords and your search terms, and you're really keeping an eye on those, because as you're searching through your keywords, you're keeping an eye on them, you're bringing them over, and then you're adding them onto your account level keywords. And that is as simple as that. And so that's my overview on how to add negative keywords to all campaigns in Google Ads. And so I hope that you've learned one thing in this video. And if you did, do me a big favor. Put it in the comments below. Let me know. It helps me know when I'm giving you some great value. And just as a quick little plug, if you need help with your Google Ads, if you're running Google Ads and you feel like they're maybe not performing the way they should and you need a hand, we offer what's called our 45-day challenge. And what we'll do is we will manage your Google Ads, we will run them, and we will improve your performance in 45 days or less, or you pay nothing. It's pretty much as simple as that. Hey, remember to like this video and subscribe so that you're alerted to future episodes like this. I am so grateful for you watching. I love just bringing you tips and information, hopefully adding value to you and helping you make your business better, stronger, faster. Goodbye for now.